Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to share with you today a reveal. It's not an unboxing and I'll explain why. We can call it an unbagging, but it's basically a reveal. As you can see there, it looks sponsored, doesn't it? Look at the company. Totally not sponsored, I wish. No, I had to pay for this. So I bought myself a little something from Vestiare Collective, which every now and again I do. Now the thing is, compared to some places, the commission isn't so bad. You know, we've got a London sort of very similar company called Hardly Ever Worn It, but the commission on that is higher, I believe. I think. It's been a while since I've looked into it, and I've looked into the past, it's been too much. Vestiare recently reduced their commission. So anyway, every now and again you can get a little something. I've revealed in here previously a little Chanel pouch, well, the large pouch that I got. And basically, this is an item that I nearly bought in December on one of the Facebook groups for a better price than this, yes, but someone beat me to it. But I'm going to say, you know what, these things happen for a reason. I paid a little bit more for this, but the condition is better than the one that I got. So it's pre-loved, it's Chanel, and it's pre-loved, and I think there's a lot of people here that will agree with me, some won't, but that older Chanel lambskin is more hard wearing. It's really, I think it's superior quality. Anyway, look. So the reason this isn't an unboxing is I've spruced her up a tiny bit. Now, if you look, head over to my Instagram, and well, why aren't you there anyway? If you look onto my Instagram, that's pre-sprucing up. Now, you probably won't see the difference, but I'll talk you through what I did, which was very little. It was minimal, but it's part of the bonding process for me when I buy something pre-loved, and I just like to make it clean, make it my own. So any dirt is going to be my dirt. Yeah, not a natural pre-loved buyer here. Anyway, this is from, I think it's from about 1994, 1995. And I believe it's called the Matelace. Anyway, it's a Chanel Vanity, basically. And I bought this with the intent of using it as a vanity. Now, if you want to be a bit Chanel bougie on a budget, then you can buy from Amazon. And I'll put links in the description box below in case you want to find them. Like D-clips and things, so that without damaging this bag, without anything permanent at all, you can attach a strap to this if you wanted to use this as a bag and wear it crossbody. Now, that's not for me. I don't really like that vanity case worn as a bag aesthetic. I don't even like it when you buy ones which are supposed to be done like that, the vanity shape. It's just not for me. I feel like this whole zip round thing is a bit too fiddly for me as for a bag. For a vanity, you know, come cosmetic case, call it what you will, it's perfect. So this is in black lambskin with gold hardware. It's all in, like I say, this glorious, sumptuous. I've said before how much I like the Chanel lambskin. When I bought my classic medium flap, I had the choice. I could have bought it in caviar. Nothing against caviar, and I own some caviar. I'm not against caviar at all. I'm like everything else. I'm not in one camp or the other to save myself some money. No, I just love it all. But for that bag, I felt the lambskin it just felt more luxurious, more what I was buying into. You know, I was buying a Chanel classic flap, not for everyday wear and tear. I was buying it to be luxurious and feel luxurious when I was using it. It was, you know, one of my first high-end bag purchases, so I really wanted that. So this is a really deep, glossy black. It's got a bit of, like I say, I'll call it quilting, but it's not puffy, and that's not because it's dyed. It's not supposed to be puffy, okay? It's just this crisscross stitched, plain on the back, on the bottom rather. The back has two little flappy bits there, so be careful with storage if you do buy one of these, keep that flat. Little handle, And then I've got a lot of stuffing, and I'll explain why. So I'm going to take all the stuffing out, but the stuffing will be going back in. Like I say, it came with that Vestiare Collective dust bag. It also came with the Chanel Authenticity card. Not all of them do, but that's not a massive, it wasn't a deal breaker for me. Again, not a deal breaker, but I'm very glad it did. It also came with the Chanel dust bag. And then the inside, now that we've got that out of the way, is mainly a big black hole and a little slip pocket there. Now what I might do to again help with structure, to keep this nice and clean, is I may get a made to order Simone bag insert, and they do a nice burgundy colour, so that might be nice. So I might do that just to keep it from getting grubby. You can see it's fairly well structured. Now what wasn't so well structured, and you can see it's dipping a bit here already, is this lid. Now I did slightly, gently heat treat this earlier just with a hairdryer. I don't own a heat gun, just to try and get it back up, and that's why I'm gonna, once I finish doing this video, put all that stuffing back in to try and keep it up. Aside from that slouch, you can see now there's a very slight scratch there. That's about it. And I'm fussy. There was a couple of marks inside, like a bit, you know, you just get that makeup hands. It was a bit like that inside. A couple of bits, I mean, not bad at all. You can see there, it is all gloriously glossy and black. So I bought this. We're going away soon just for one nighter. It's my birthday month, so we are going to go and celebrate. If I zip this up, you can see it's not bad. It's just a little bit of slouch there. I'll try and resolve that as much as I can. Hopefully, with just being stored well, that will go. It's faded, to be fair. It's faded to what it was, but it's pre-loved, so things aren't brand new. The bit that I really love on this is the zip. I love that gold CC, and the gold on this as well. It's not 24 karat gold or anything, but it's just really gold. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Now, I thought I would do a little compare and contrast with you, because, well, if I'm really honest, I didn't need this, aside from the fact that it's vintage Chanel and he doesn't need that in their life. But for those of you, for way of interest, a lot of the time when I'm going away for my makeup, I will use this. This is the Louis Vuitton GM cosmetic pouch, and you can see that it is a little bit longer, obviously a lot thinner, and I mean, this is a great piece, don't get me wrong. This is a great carefree piece. I think it's brilliant for travel as well in a suitcase. It just goes in like that on the edge and shove it in. It's great. This is a good piece. Bit of organisation on the inside. This inside is wipeable as well. So yeah, a really good piece, but sometimes you can't put as much in at the top as you'd like to. It kind of can crease it a little bit, so you can't over stuff it. Now, I also have this. I mean, I have more than this, but I thought I would share with you. This is a Chanel cosmetic little pouch. This is one of my favourite pieces, actually, one of my favourite SLGs. It's about the size of the Louis Vuitton mini pochette, but it doesn't go in at the top. It's the same depth, and it's got this lovely padding and a little interior pocket. It holds a little bit more than a mini pochette, I think, but it's a very nice, obviously no chain, but it's a very nice, simple piece. I do really like that. Now if I wanted to, I could put some smaller makeup bits in there, and then have it in there sort of on top if I had something a bit bigger, if I wanted to do a mix up, so I could do that. I just thought I'd show you the size comparisons. I also bought this, yes, I went into the hype. Oh, and by the way, Chanel holiday sets are out. Anyone that's interested. I could have bought and I didn't. I was being good. But I did get into and buy this little Chanel makeup brush set, but I have to say I have used the makeup brushes and I really, really like them. Now, does this go in? So yes. So if, for example, you wanted to have some makeup in and then you wanted to put some brushes in but keep them separate and keep them in there so you didn't get this dirty, you know, you haven't got your Zimoni insert yet, then that does fit inside as well. So that's super handy. And the makeup brushes that came with that, they have a little protector there, is this brush blush, which is one of my favourite blushes. It's slightly angled, so that's really nice for blending in a mixture of either powders or like more balmy blushes. And then I also have this one, which is a foundation brush. So yeah, so they were going to. Now, where this can be quite restrictive is if you're putting things in like this hourglass palette, because it just takes up quite a bit of room, but it does go in. But you've only got to put that face palette, and I'm careful, I've dropped some makeup recently and I'm not happy about it. I've got here my Patrick Tar foundation and powder duo, which is also great. So if we just put those two in, you can see that's quite a lot of the room taken up already. Whereas in here, I can put hourglass in. If I want to, I can have this standing up at the back. I could then put in my Hermes Plein Air, you know, or any other sort of foundation, that goes in easily. I've got a lip balm that goes in. It's got some Victoria Beckham makeup that I love, so this is cute actually, little eyeshadow palette there. So we can pop that in, and then to go with that we have this fabulous dual-ended, which is part of the set, eyeshadow brush. And again, because it's got these, it's retractable and it's got these ends, you can go in loose and it's not going to get this dirty at all. We'll chuck two brushes in. We'll chuck in. We've got some fine Victoria Beckham things here. I've got a mascara, the new one that's more volumizing. And then I've got a blush and a highlighter. All of that's gone in. I'll try and show you that with tipping. Yeah, all of that has gone in easily, and there's room for more. So the other reason I liked this was, let me demonstrate, hold on. Right, so all of those items fitted in here. Like I say, it's fairly good. You can see it's slightly misaligned and misshapen, but not the end of the world. And if I open it up, so this is a good piece, especially if you're travelling light. But if I open it up, hang on, let me change the angle slightly. Right, that's better, because I don't want to tip everything out and it smash on the floor. If I show you there, you can see that it's all in, but you've got to really delve down. Whereas for this, having less depth but just big and open, it just means you can just open it up and just whatever you want is just there. So, have I justified it? It's my birthday present from me to me, because obviously I need one. But anyway, there she is in all her glory. The zip is nice and smooth. I'm trying not to pull too much on that tag. And like I say, just even empty, you can see just a tiny bit of pull on that and it's all nice and straight, and that sag is resolved. So I'm feeling fairly confident with some careful storage that I can hopefully resolve that, but it's not the end of the world. I guess I'm going on about it because it's kind of pretty much the only thing that's wrong. I mean, there's the odd scratch on the bottom, but it's like the scratches that this has got, they're not deep scratches, they're not scratches that have gone through and really damaged the leather, they're like just light, probably finger mark scratches. Again, there are a few on the top, and you kind of have to do it at an angle to see, and I think I did actually buff some of them out just with the COLONIL 1909 cream, which is like a really, it's like a gentle cleanser, but it's really nourishing, and that's what I wanted. For, you know, it's old leather, I just wanted to put some like nourishment into this, but like I say, condition was absolutely great, not a faulty stitch, corners are good. I'll put a link in the description box below to a number of these that I've seen. There's some on eBay, there's some more on Vestiare, there's some on Fashion File. For me, the good thing about this was it came from a UK seller, so I didn't have customs to pay on top. So that was pretty handy. I also was in a bid on an eBay one, which I did before I saw this one. Well, I'd seen this one, but it was a lot more expensive, and they did a price reduction. But by then I'd already put a bid in. So I had a very sleepless night thinking, I don't want to win the eBay bid. I've just arranged to buy this. I don't want to win the eBay bid, and ended up with 2. Luckily it went higher than the max bid that I'd put in, because you can't retract a bid once you've done it, otherwise I would have done. And yeah, it sold about I think it's 4 minutes past 4 in the morning, UK time. So yeah, I had no idea till I got up in the morning, and I was like, yeah, good, thank God for that. So we just had the one, and this was my preferred one because the condition was so good. But like I say, there are a few, you can hunt them around and get them at a decent price, and like I say, if you want to use it as a bag, you can. I just think it's a little bit too, it's going to sit a little bit wide from the body, and it's just not my thing. So there we go. Take care everybody, I will see you again soon.